when they come down.
This is part
You
of
know
the
what I'm saying?
problem.
I mean, this is also why a lot of bloggers on YouTube have two channels. They have the YouTube channel, and they also have channels on like Palladium or other sites that allow you to talk more about conspiracy theory and things of that nature without being penalized, for fear of FCC, monitoring or. But the reason YouTube is able to do that too is because uh, they
Because we
monetize
work for them.
their bloggers. They monetize their bloggers.
Because we work for them.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, so we spent way too much time on that topic. Thanks to thanks to SO, because why? He likes to be a shit starter and wants to start some stuff over here when I'm trying to just be a devil's advocate, but it's all good. So that leads us to our next topic. That was just a warm-up topic, okay, people, if you could believe it. Now, the next topic that we're going to talk about is, what do you think about social media when it comes to relationships? Because people tend to praise, they post praising, they also post humiliation, they post when they love, they post when they hate, their loved ones, just like right out in the open. So what are your views about that? Experiences, if anybody has had any, or, thoughts.
Okay,
What do
I
you think
remember.
about
Oh, you calling me out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've been quiet.
Not even quiet. I've been laughing at y'all.
Oh yeah, well that last one I can understand.
So, I'm not I'm not big about social media. So I'm kind of one of those people that feel like people are social media,
Mm.
it could bring out some bad characteristics in people that they might have that they wouldn't do normally if they were like in person with people. But because it's like online, it allows them to like say and do things that they probably would never do in person. So I call them social media gangsters. And I just think that everything is not, I'm personally don't believe in posting everything about my life online. I just think it's too extroverted. And there still needs to be some things that are just, I think, yours. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm not, like you cussing out your mama, you tell them what your man did. It's like, it's a little too much for me, but I think people live their life out. People are on reality TV shows. They're living like reality TV through social media. So they live everything on social media. So that's just my take.
S, you're up next. What is your take on relationships and social media?
Oh man, I was amen in every step of what Caramel was saying. I just had my shit on mute. Yeah, I agree 100% with what she said as far as social media is trash, okay? It is not real 90% of the time. And it is a way where people can live out their celebrity fantasies. I guess because somebody else can see what you're doing, you feel like you have some sort of importance. And I get it. I mean, not everybody feels self-validated. They need the validation from other people. But putting your business out there, watching other people's stories, comparing it to yourselves, when some of the stories, most of the stories are not even true, is horrible. I think it starts it starts the down movement of society. And then one thing that got elevated through social media was social justices and things of that nature. But I realize there's a lot of people that's still just talking. People are just talking, and at least with the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's and all the other social fighters, they had to be out there to be heard. They had to put their feet on the pavement to be heard. They had to put their body in front of other people to be heard, not just sitting on the couch, to be heard and to be felt. So yeah, social media, as far as relationships, I'll just say this. One word for me is unnecessary. Unless you're teaching somebody about love and teaching people about relationships, and you have some sort of insight that is full of wisdom and knowledge and all those different things, then I don't. What's the point of you putting it on there? Unless you're going just for entertainment, you want to be entertaining to people and make them have a laugh or two, or be entertained some way by your relationship. But if you're putting it on there as a real way to connect with other people about what you're going through, it's just unnecessary. I ain't even gonna call it all of the devil shit and trash. I'll just say it's unnecessary. That's my opinion on it.
Okay, sounds good so far. Um, I'll say this. If we're being completely transparent, right? Because this is a public platform. I've had my bouts, I want to say, with social media, especially from when I was younger. And I think it mostly was because I didn't know how to manage it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to manage it. And it was kind of like a last resort outlet. So, yeah, I am probably at the beginning of when I started using social media, definitely not a good role model when it comes to that. I probably inspired a lot of fuckery that happens today. I'm not even gonna lie. I
Like
was
what?
one,
What do you mean? Well, give
meaning like I put one of my best friends on blast. But see, I wasn't one to throw like subs. I was one to like really tag your ass in it and bring you to the page, like bring you to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And if it got messy in the post or in the comments, then that's just what it did. That's just what happened. Caramel knows about this all too well. That's why she has like, uh, that face. But at the end of the day, because she was there through all of it, as you probably, you was there, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that'll probably be something that
probably because I wasn't on there.
We'll fill you in off of that off camera, at another time. But let's just say I put on blast a best friend. I put on blast an ex-lover, right? I put on I put on blast three lovers, and former lovers, and yeah, and a best friend, former best friend. So that's how that went down. It
You
was very
regret it?
no, I don't. Not one motherfucking moment of it.
You out of your mind? Why not?
Because it was like at that time and in my mindset, that was the only thing I could do, because had you been in my presence, we'd have been filming this from Rikers or, probably Sing Sing or some shit.
You said a best friend, right?
Yeah.
So the only way to have handled a situation with a best friend is knocking they shit off to where you in jail?
Yeah, because I tried to handle it diplomatically with the best friend, but the best friend did not want to talk, and she actually or they wanted to talk through another person, and I don't talk through people. So it was like, if we're going to use a third party, then let's just use one that's valid. And at the point, and at that point, it was social media. So I said what I needed to say in a message, and I tagged my best friend. I tagged the bitch she was going to say something to. Bitch, run tell that. I tagged somebody else that she was also associated with, or they were associated with, because I needed to bring everybody to the table.
And this is no longer your best friend?
No.
And was this the beginning of the end of that relationship? Like,
that was the end of that relationship.
That was but the end.
No, that was the end. But then the thing was that, the $1 million question is, after that ended, did I really feel that I needed that best friend, or did I feel any value from that friendship that, it was just like, damn, maybe I should have known. I didn't think twice about it, and I didn't need to. It was just one of those things.
Would you do that today?
Would I do it today? I probably would still do it today, but I wouldn't handle it the same way. I wouldn't have done it on social media the way that I did. I probably would have caught a flight. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that was also
caught a flight.
Yeah, I sure would have. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't able, and I didn't have the means to kind of like really do that. Plus, I was kind of like going through some other stuff too that they were aware of. And it was like there was like no kind of compassion or anything for that. So because of that, it just was kind of like a buildup, and then it was just like a boom, and shit happens. I don't have any I don't have any ill will towards them at all. I wish them the best. They're still beautiful in life. We're still beautiful in life. Everybody's still living.
You should shout them out on social media.
Never.
So why you can't use the same platform to say, yo, I hope you're doing well in life?
If they're listening, they already know who the fuck they are. So they got the message.
Not what the fuck who they are.
They know who the fuck they are. I'm not good. What the fuck? You know who you are. It's funny how you went to the best friend, but you ain't go to none of the lovers.
Because I ain't know if they was at the same time.
You know what, S? I'ma just.
Nah, that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying.
No, they were not. They were not at the same time. They're they happen over periods of time.
And you just called them out individually.
Nah, some things happened in the first one. It got really elevated. I called them out. In the second one, things got really elevated.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
I called them out. In the third situation,
things got really elevated.
You know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. In the third situation, things didn't even get elevated. Like, we were good. Like, we actually, now when we ended, we didn't end good, but we were still like, I want to say cordial, because I did wish them a happy birthday, right? But then, because of social media, right? I noticed some shit on this person's page. And I was like, I know while we were together, they were not with this person, right? Because that's a whole nother story. Anyway, be it as it may, I flipped out straight over what I saw. And I went hard. I like blacked out for, I want to say, at least 2 months. Okay.
Oh,
every day. It wasn't like lives or anything like that. It was just more like really inappropriate shit. You know what I'm saying? So that one I do feel bad about. That one I feel bad about. Because it was just like, damn, they did not deserve that.
Yeah.
You know what? And what makes me feel worse too about it, I ain't even gonna lie, is like the Facebook memories when they be coming up.
Mm.
And, the first couple of years after, like the first year after I did it, I was like, ha, yeah, I got that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like after like the second, the third, the fourth year passed, and that shit would still come up in my memories, I would be like, damn, you are crazy. Like, you really did this? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So in a way, it was just like, damn, awesome, you got to do better. So it did kind of like help me grow. I mean, now I'm at the point now in social media where I hardly post anything. And if I do post something, I post my ass. I'm not even gonna lie because I know what niggas want to see. They don't give a fuck about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about COVID. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is out here bumping and grinding. They don't care about R. Kelly. They don't care, about me watching The Wire every day from season 1. They don't care about that shit. They want to see your ass. They want to see your titties. They want to see, certain things like now. Am I, posting everything? No, I'm not, I selectively tease. You know what I'm saying? Look me up. But at the same time, what else is there to it? Social media is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really get bogged down with no more Derek Jacksons telling me about how relationships ain't shit. I'm definitely not listening to Kevin Samuel's ass. Okay. So, I'm not even worthy probably of a conversation with him. He get my whole MO. All right. He gonna be like, oh no, he gonna click right off the Zoom. Click.
Right, you get
You know what
clicked
I'm
on.
saying? He gonna be like, no, this bitch is too much.
He gonna be
It's
like,
personal. I'm
do not
overweight.
over, do not
No.
over talk me.
First, what? He's gonna get all the way dismissed, okay? Because we're gonna talk about his whole mama being a crackhead and everything else, but that's a whole nother situation. But yeah. So I've definitely had my bouts on social media, the good, the bad, the worst, and the ugly, and everything in between. Now I'm just on the side of it where, I post pictures of Brooklyn. I like doing TikTok because it's fun, it makes me happy. And yeah, I put up pictures on Wednesday because it's hump day, booty day.
Mm.
Ow. Or, a nice little silhouette photo on Thursday for, Thick Thursday or Throwback Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I'm over Flashback Friday. And then, we start the whole thing over again. I'm not into doing like everything every day,
You know what we do? You know what most niggas do with those posts?
What they do? They jack off to them? Can I
They be
even
in the
say that?
bathroom. I'm not saying that. I just know they be in the bathroom for a while.
With lotion? I'm just saying, F you, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Bring me my coins. You know what I'm saying? Bring me my coins. But yeah, I'm still a klutz when it comes to certain things. So I'm still trying to work on how to do that little whole TikTok thing. I can't do a silhouette challenge to save my life. I be trying to do it, but then